Political hatred is still undermining Samia Suluhu's administration. Tanzanians are not giving up and ensuring that Samia Suluhu goes home whether she likes it or not. But of course, once you've been sworn in, you cannot just leave the office that way. But shocking news we are receiving is that Tanzanians in United States of America, they have decided to show to the whole world that Samia Suluhu is an incompetent president and should not be given any chance. And according to United States of American BBC News, they are saying that occupied Tanzanian embassy in Washington, D.C., that is what they have said, that Friday 14th, today they are Thursday, which means tomorrow or today evening, they are going to occupy Tanzanian embassy in Washington, D.C. Talk to the ambassador and the whole world to see that Samia Suluhu is not needed. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not the first time we are analyzing Tanzanians' update. We've seen, we've analyzed, we've talked, we've come to conclusion, and still our effort not bearing any fruit. As we speak, several demonstrations is ahead of us for 3 countries, that is Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. Yesterday, when we talked about characteristics of a good leader, I mentioned and even questioned what might happen if a leader is not listening to those who made him to be in that position. Problem with us in this life is that when we have something kidogo, ile kitu small, then we start showing ourselves how rich we are, not knowing that those who are always silent are the best people who knows what they are doing. Wanasemanga, pride comes before a fall, and it is true. Now, Samia Suluhu rigged election, and I analyzed that, and she forced the military to swear her in, and they did. After doing that, Tanzanians stormed the street demanding justice and even questioning Samia Suluhu. What she did was wrong. The election observers were also saying that it was not well organized. Several answers were demanded. The ICC officials were abducted and arrested. And even the United Nations also questioned Samia Suluhu. But those who were behind her was William Ruto, the current president of the Republic of Kenya, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, and birds of the same feathers flock together. You know, when you are a wizard, you will only stay with a wizard. When you are a drunkard, you will only stay with a drunkard. And that is why drunkard cannot stay together. And I'm sorry to say that, because it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Wakipata pesa kidogo wanafikiria tu, instead of investing wanafikiria tu pombe. Si ati pombe ni mbaya, lakini anyway, sitaki niingilie watu sana. But we want to have a candid discussion why Tanzanian storming Washington DC tonight. Before I carry on, if you are first time viewer watching me in this channel, please do me a favor. Take a 1 second, click that notification bell and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like my video, share my video to your friends, family and relatives. And for those of you who are subscribed to this platform, I want to say thank you so much for your continued support. I don't take it for granted. Thank you and may God bless you. Now, I think I've summarized all this because Samia Suluhu is having one thing. She's lacking several things, not even one thing. And it's called wisdom. The wisdom in Samia Suluhu is not a normal wisdom. She's ruling with feelings, as I keep on telling you here. She's a mother. She's a parent. She's supposed to understand that those who have been killed and abducted need justice. What is his role? Why is he killing? Why is she, sorry, what is her role and why is she killing when people fight for justice? It's a shame that now, instead of Tanzanian going to work in the United States of America, they have left their job and demonstrate so that the whole world can see that Samia Suluhu is not welcoming, is not being welcome in Tanzania. And this, by the way, Tanzanians, this is the first time they are even demonstrating in diaspora. During the late John Pombe Magufuli's tenure, I was not seeing this. But what about of Samia Suluhu? So, it's a clear indication that these people are not ready to accept Samia Suluhu as their president. Simple and clear. And that is why she is facing all these political challenges. Ladies and gentlemen, even in your normal life, you just keep quiet and seeing these people where you are not needed anywhere. Then work smart. Don't just work, don't just show them that, don't just show a notification, for them to see that you are working to vacate. No, just play safe and work smart. That is how a wise men always do it. Because if you overstay, it's going to be horrible. It's going to be horrible. Let them search for you in the near future. So I think the people of Tanzania were overstaying in Samia Suluhu, and they thought that she was going to do marvelous job in Tanzania. But it's so unfortunate that she has disappointed them. She's drunk with power and now forgetting where she comes from. When I display William Ruto's picture when he was selling chickens, was I mad? Yes, people come from far. No one was just born and become president. Even me, I will vie for the presidency. But do you think, does it mean that I should now start intimidating Kenyans right now? It's not making sense at all. It is someone's decision making. And I was not just born to be, right now, if I could have that opportunity, then I could have made myself to become president. But there are protocols to be followed. We must have social media. We must speak in social media. We must say what we want to say. So that when it reaches that time, then Zion Kenya TV will now say, it is good, we make this country to be great. And that is what we have started right now. So Samia Suluhu should think of that she was born, grew, and she passed through challenges. And now, it is not her responsibility to dictate, to murder and torture innocent Tanzanian. It's not wrong. It's not good at all. Likewise to President Ruto, likewise to Museveni, likewise to any leader in this world. Because you once grew up in life and you passed through challenges. And when people demonstrate, you know why they are demonstrating. And that is the message I have for you. So today, Washington, D.C. is occupied as Tanzanians saying that enough is enough. Samia Suluhu must go home. Isitoshe, on 9th 12th again, they are threatening total shutdown in 3 East African countries. That is Tanzania, Uganda, and Kenya. These people are now passing through hurdles. Not because they wananchi hate them. No, it is because themselves are the ones who showed people how they are. You know, kwa hii maisha pia ukishaonyesha mtu vile uko na kiburi, then someone will now act wisely. And I think that is what people are now doing. Now mkule kiburi yenu, sisi tutaongea tu tuwasaidie, lakini wananchi ndio wako na mamlaka. And that is what even I say to the UD administration. Even if they decide to storm State House, and I gave a good example that when assume I'm the head of state, I better vacate that State House. I live for them. Because it is their property. So why do you want to say that it is yours? You just thumb that no one can remove you. Yet you are just a normal human being. You eat, you breathe, you urinate, you go to the toilet, you do what human being always does. You are warm-blooded, unless you are a reptile. Anyway, let's learn from a fig tree that leadership position is not practicing arrogancy. Lesson learned, and thank you so much.